James Gunn and Pete Safran's DC Universe includes many promising future projects, from the David Corenswet Superman movie to a Wonder Woman prequel series. With Gunn even comparing the prequel to the level of Game of Thrones, there is bound to be a lot of excitement. Today at ScreenRant, we break down this upcoming DC project. The Wonder Woman prequel series is titled Paradise Lost and was first announced by James Gunn back in January 2023. Gunn teased Paradise Lost as one of the projects that would make up the first chapter of the DCU, which he calls Gods and Monsters. Chapter 1 includes the new Superman movie, the Lanterns miniseries, Gunn's own animated series Creature Commandos, and many other titles. Gunn revealed that Paradise Lost will be a prequel series set in Themyscira, aka Paradise Island, the island inhabited by the women warriors known as the Amazons. While the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman movies gave us a glimpse of Themyscira and its warriors, this series promises to take a deeper dive into the region's histories and politics. More than a Wonder Woman origin story, Paradise Lost promises to be a political drama about the inner workings of the island. Power and betrayal seem to be the themes that a show like this can tap into. To quote James Gunn directly, Paradise Lost is a story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira, which is the birthplace of Wonder Woman. It's almost like Game of Thrones with Westeros. Paradise Lost can be DC's next prestige television project. With The Penguin airing on HBO, the bar for live-action DC shows has increased with more awards potential. While Lanterns promises to be a detective noir series, Paradise Lost is being teased as a big-budget period piece. Gunn's comparison to Game of Thrones makes the project all the more hype-worthy, but it also sets lofty expectations for DC fans. While not much is known about the series' production budget, cast, and crew, this can be one of DC's most expensive projects. After announcing the series in January 2023, not much work has been done, and Paradise Lost is still in the development stage. As Gunn is known for revealing hints on social media, the co-CEO of DC Studios added that while the series is in development, it hasn't been greenlit yet. Answering a fan's query on Threads, Gunn said, Paradise Lost, like many other titles known and unknown, is still in very active development. It will be in production once we have a script or scripts we think are great and ready to shoot. Then 3 months later in October, Gunn again answered some queries on social media, confirming that he has been getting drafts for Paradise Lost. While Gunn has the final say in greenlighting the project, he added that a project usually has to go through multiple drafts before being greenlit. Still, despite such unusual developments, Gunn has kept a lot of details under wraps. For instance, we still don't know the lead characters of the series. Wonder Woman's mother, Queen Hippolyta, can lead Paradise Lost, or maybe the show will go further into the past, focusing on the queens and warriors before her.
Drained of life. Parademons.
Whatever the case, details like the cast members and the showrunner would only be confirmed once the series gets greenlit. A rumor within superhero fan groups has also been that the Crown actress Elizabeth Debicki would be the lead in Paradise Lost. This rumor has been crushed by Gunn, who yet again took to social media to confirm that he hadn't thought about Debicki for this project. Debicki and Gunn have worked together before in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, in which she played Ayesha, the High Priestess of the Sovereigns. While James Gunn disclosed the setting of Paradise Lost, he still hasn't revealed the exact era in which it would be set. In Wonder Woman's timeline, Themyscira finally got revealed to the outside world during the 1940s. But if this prequel series digs into the very foundation of Themyscira, then it has to go back to ancient times of Greek mythology. DC Comics borrowed the concept of Paradise Island and the Amazonian warriors from Greek mythology, and a series like this can finally flesh out more of DC's mythical influences. Compared to the DC Extended Universe, James Gunn's DC Universe is already interested in Greek mythology, with the sorcerer goddess Circe also revealed as a big villain in Creature Commandos. While Circe is depicted as a magical enchantress in Greek traditions, she is also one of Wonder Woman's biggest enemies in the comics. And now, if Paradise Lost goes back several ages, it can include many other Greek gods and goddesses like Zeus, Athena, and Artemis. A series about Paradise Island will also be in complete without any mentions of the genocide and slaughter the island has witnessed. For instance, popular Wonder Woman writer George Perez mentioned how the demigod Hercules slaughtered many Amazonian warriors. John Byrne went a step ahead and had Darkseid take over the island, killing half the population and turning the other half into stone. Walt Simonson took a similar approach, but this time it's a many-headed creature known as Scylla that terrorizes the Amazonians and turns them into stone. Then, writers like William Mesner Loebs and Phil Jimenez wrote about a civil war with many Amazon tribes over Themyscira's ownership. It's this civil war that can add some of the Game of Thrones edge to the DC universe. The live-action Wonder Woman films often depicted the Amazons as a strictly organized and unified front, who are committed to protecting their identity from the human world. But what if the Amazons had ideological differences of their own? It's such factionalism that a political drama like Paradise Lost can explore.
If he dies, we know nothing about who they are and why they came.
Title of the series is also a giveaway for the turmoil and disunity it can explore. The name Paradise Lost first came from John Milton's classic epic poem Paradise Lost, which retells the biblical story of Adam and Eve and their expulsion from the Garden of Eden. While the Wonder Woman prequel is more concerned with Greek mythology than any biblical references, the themes of creation and loss can also be explored in this series. The title is also a reminder of George Perez and Phil Jimenez's iconic 2001 comic arc, Paradise Island Lost. In this two-part story, Princess Diana and Queen Hippolyta are at war with each other, as Hippolyta wants Diana to fulfill her duties as the Queen of Themyscira. Meanwhile, the Amazons of Themyscira wage war against their Amazon sisters from Bana Midgal, another Amazon territory located in the Middle East. Even without Wonder Woman's presence, the upcoming HBO series can explore such civil wars and explain the island's turbulent history. The Amazons don't just have to fight humans and mythological threats like Hercules, but also their own sisters. So, even though there's no trace of Wonder Woman in James Gunn's DC universe, the prequel series has a lot of world-building potential. By the time the DCU actually goes forward with a Wonder Woman movie, audiences can already start connecting with the history of her people and the island. Considering how Paradise Lost doesn't even have a showrunner yet, the release window of this project remains unknown. A reason behind the delay might also be the fact that the DC live-action shows are being retooled as HBO originals instead of just airing on the cable network streaming platform Max. This is what happened with The Penguin, and will happen with Lanterns. Both shows were originally believed to be Max originals, implying they will exclusively stream on Max. But now they first air on HBO, and then are available to stream on the service. With Game of Thrones and its prequel House of the Dragon emerging as a massive success for HBO, a similarly ambitious Wonder Woman prequel desires a lot of expectations. And with the series focusing more on the origins of Paradise Island, the prequel series can offer a fresh slate for DC Universe. Previously, the DC Extended Universe had the pressure of introducing as many superheroes as possible and then uniting them for a larger story in the Justice League films. But with James Gunn and Pete Safran rebranding the franchise, there is breathing space for different storylines in the DC pantheon. So Superman can get his own movie while villains like Peacemaker and Creature Commandos lead their violent adventures on television. Paradise Lost is a fresh opportunity for mythological storytelling and ambitious world building in the DC universe, going beyond familiar superhero origin stories and focusing on other aspects like period aesthetics and political drama. All in all, it's a great opportunity to set the stage for the DCU's Wonder Woman in the future. With Max already investing in ambitious prequel series like House of the Dragon and Dune Prophecy, the Wonder Woman prequel also carries a lot of scope and promise. Are you looking forward to this potential series? And what do you think of James Gunn's new DCU? Thank you for watching Screen Rant, and stay tuned for more streaming news.